Hello everybody, welcome back to me playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Let's get into it. Cause no crap, I keep doing that. That's where we left off. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hi Yuri. My beautiful wife. Oh yes. Okay. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. Okay, I'm trying to remember what this was from. Was it? Oh, right. We were reading that. She was reading that book. That book. Okay, I remember now. Okay. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark came out of nowhere. Like, maybe this game is gonna do. Haha. Yuri gently. I was about to. I was about to say Yuri gently jiggles all of a sudden. I'm gonna leave that. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Richard? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. That's true. That is true. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm I'm rambling, aren't I? No, it's fine. It's fine. I love when you talk to me. I love it. Just you can keep rambling all you want. Not again. I'm so sorry. I just told you, you don't be sorry. I love you. I mean, hey, don't apologize. Yeah. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Okay. Okay. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Oh, that's fine. So I'm sorry, but I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's... I don't think you need to worry. Like I said, you can ramble as much as you want. That just means you're passionate about reading. Least I can do is listen. See, this guy gets it. This Richard gets it. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's... well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it right now. Reading it right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Oh crap, I forgot. I forgot to read my poem. I totally forgot to read my poem. Well, I'm gonna read it right now. I'm gonna read my poem right now. Alright, let me just grab the pages. Well, I only have one page. Here we go. Okay. This poem is about Yuri. I don't want her to have that face when I read her this. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine. If I sit here, right? I step into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah! Yeah? Are you sure? It seems a little apprehensive. Oh, you seem a little apprehensive. That's... There we go. Ah, yeah. I like that one. Okay. This is my poem titled Yuri. Yuri, I can only describe you as a beautiful amethyst glowing inside of a black hole, surrounded by all the consumed stars. In its wake, beautiful and deep. One day, I hope to be consumed by that dark love forever. Like that, huh? You like that? I know you like that. I know you like that. Look at you. Ooh! I'm sorry. Alright, let's get back to the game. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Open up this book and start the prologue. I still understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... She's so freaking adorable. I just want to freaking stab her neck. Here, this should work. Right? I slide my desk until it up against Yuri's and then hold my book more between the two of them. Oh, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right arm to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Oh, we get a freaking picture! Yeah. Woo. Oh man, this is getting saucy. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm and on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Actually kind of distracting. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? 'Cause I don't read. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own violation. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. my thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a little silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see it in your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Oh, okay. Well, that was fun. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But Richard, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Ah, ooh. See that sweat? You made her flutter. Good job. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Huh? And it's time to we share a poem with each other. I already shared the poem, so we might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry you haven't been looking forward to this. It's okay. Wait, it's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. Guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Would you prefer I only read with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. I'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. Okay. Looks like it's going pretty well. I'm at the middle note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. Ugh. I cannot believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. It's pristine. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Of course I'm gonna show it to Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Oh snap! I'm just making her flutter, huh? Float, flutter, fly. Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary imagery and Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Oh, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Oh, I know that. I just meant, she shows off unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from topic matters, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the styles and expressors are weakened. Once she finds her train of thought, that if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Huh. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are some different skills and techniques that go in writing even a single poem. Not just writing them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Not to become a little biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiled dreamily, as if there's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't that supposed to be a literature club? Isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay. Ghosts under the light. I breathe calm, breathing in the present, but living in the past. Life flickers, I flicker back. Ooh, ooh. I like that. The light flickers and I flicker back. No, your handwriting was fine. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I don't read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Richard. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolical compared to the ghost. Lingering in her past remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I didn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too. So, oh, which one? You mean mine or his? I think mine was better. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, and I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Richard. Ah. Me too. I don't want to show it to no one else. No one else. Thank you. Can I skip this? I can skip it, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm actually gonna save it. Oh man. Well, I'm gonna end the video right here. The story is starting to come along pretty well. I guess this is just like we're getting the backstory of all the characters, so when the game actually like picks up, it'll be more, it'll have more of an impact to us, you know. But I hope you guys like my poem, and if you enjoy it, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you'll know when my videos are being posted, and you can dash over and enjoy the quality content. But anyways, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time in another video of my making again. Bye.